Here in Turkana County, we have a terrible drought that's lasted for more than 4 years now, and livestock is dying. People are really struggling to feed themselves.
Maji hapa haikuwa mingi sana, maji ilikuwa kidogo, na pia kulikuwa na shida ya maji juu ya kuwa maji hapa pia kuna chumvi.
I think that groundwater is absolutely critical to sustaining livelihoods in this region, especially when we have these instances of massive climate variability as we're experiencing now with the ongoing drought. I think there's many places that would be entirely inhabitable, including big settlements without groundwater. The challenge that we face is that the groundwater throughout the entire county, or the entire region really, has extremely variable quality, and one borehole to the next can have different chemistry, which means that even these technologies which work very well, such as reverse osmosis, you may need to have a tailor-made solution from one village to the other because of water chemistry.
This is a small site, just one of experiments near Lodwar, where we have about an acre. So basically it was a project for water conservation in Turkana, and we were looking at a way of using very little water, using brackish water or the salty water, and growing trees in the desert.
We have this method we invented, which uses buried bottles with holes near the top. And essentially you rely on evaporation and any overspill that might happen to bring small but sufficient quantities of moisture to the roots of the plant. That method is meant to be affordable. It's when you think about it, it's only large plastic bottles, fashioning holes near the top, covered with a piece of textile to prevent soil coming into the bottle. The top of the bottle pokes out, so the top surface and the neck with a tightly shut cap. You refill the water from the top, maybe twice a day. You can do it more frequently depending on how quick the water evaporates. You need hot soil, you need hot sun, and that should work. And essentially you keep the plant alive just through that moisture that vaporizes from the salty water.
Mpaka saa hizi miti inatusaidia kwa hewa nzuri ambayo inaleta. Alafu pia tukiingia ndani inapendeza. Hata saa zingine wakati mawingu hata inakuja ni kwa sababu ya vile zimemea mzuri na ziko green, inavuta mawingu. Na hizi miti inaweza kufanya hata mvua mvua inaweza kunyesha kwa sababu ya hizi miti venye imekuwa msituni hivi. Imekuwa hata picha mzuri na hata inavutia watu wengi sana. Wakati watu wageni wengine hata wanaweza kuingia hapa hivi, wanasema hebu mtupeleke kwa hiyo forest yenu ambayo mlikuwa mmepanda. Wakikuja kuangalia inapendeza sana mpaka wanasema kwani hii miti ilichukua muda gani ndio ikakuwa kiasi.
Angalia hapa hivi kuna mamiti tofauti. Kuna miti ambayo zinasaidia binadamu na kuna miti ambayo zinasaidia pia wanyama wetu kama mifugo yetu, kama mbuzi, ng'ombe, inasaidia hata ngamia, hata punda.
It was very interesting for me to hear their appreciation of the fact that they were able to get something of immediate benefit to them. They were very interested in the sorghum, for example, that we grew.
Hizo mtama pia ilitusaidia kwa upande ya wakati tunatoa, tunaanika, alafu tunapeleka kwa kisiagi, tunasiaga, tunachanganya na vitu kama mahindi, tunachanganya na mogo, changanya na omena na njugu na hii simsim. Tunasiaga na tunatapatia watoto wetu walifurahia sana. Pia hata watoto wetu walikuwa na afya nzuri, hata sisi wenyewe tukaona kwamba hii mtama kama ingekuwa ni shamba kubwa ingetusaidia.
Hii system mimi naona ni system rahisi ambayo kila mtu akionyeshwa na ajue vile anafanya, kila mtu atakuwa hata amepanda miti kwa kila boma yake.
For this project, we are trying to see how best we can utilize the local resources for water purifications for household use, and mostly how best can we utilize solar energy that is dominant in the area.
So to explain the basic working procedures, we have a solar collector which is parabolic in shape. Basically, there is a concept of a parabola. We are trying to use that principle where you are collecting your sunrays and focusing them on a copper pipe that is has high conductivity so that you can harness all the heat. You get the heat that is heating up the water, and the water then evaporates. After evaporation, you are trying to condense the water and then leaving the impurities behind so that you have clean water to drink. The system itself is pressurized. As you can see, we have a pressure gauge. Our aim is to evaporate steam at approximately 1.4 bars and a temperature of 105 degrees C. So at that temperature and pressure, we are hoping to get dry steam that will leave the impurities behind. We have two pumps, one that is circulating the condensing water and the one that is circulating water to the parabolic collector. They are both run using a solar panel that is here. So this system can be run out in the isolated places where you don't have power lines.
One critical aspect of this is that you can produce it locally. In terms of the design, you don't need to get some special high-tech imported membrane or anything like that. This is all everything that can be produced here, which is in and of itself an opportunity for livelihood diversification through manufacturing. But bigger than that, we then have the impact of this new fresh water sources and things like that through purified water. And that of course has implications for agriculture and production, especially through water efficient methods, but also in terms of things like developing products, value adding. You need to be able to have clean, sanitized production methods, and clean water is a critical part of that if you want to do anything more with the crops that will be produced.